This is America. POD and Santana. Live in La Casa. Live and direct. To you and yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to sunny Southern California with no sunshine. How about that one? Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you. Today what we're doing is day 3, or actually day 4 of the brine. Day 1 was just Jack Daniels and garlic and a little bit of Greek seasoning. Day 2 we added in the chicken broth, and then we added in a cup of the onion, and we added in 4 beers. And then we added in on top of that a little more Greek seasoning and a little more garlic powder. So that is what has been in the brine for the last 2 days. So a total of, well, 2.5 days. So about almost 3.5 to 4 days it's been in. Today, right now, here in the later afternoon, we're going to actually take this turkey out of Sarcophagus in its solitary confinement. Now, I got no noise out of it any of the nights. So it was submerged completely, drunk out of its mind with the amount of alcohol that was in it, and it was fun preparing this thing. And now what we're going to do today is, as we take the tape off, we're going to expose it for the first time in 3 days. This is just like one of those Egyptian things where you go in and, wow, look at that. Boy, does that smell good. Okay, so now that's what we do. We just take that top off there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this turkey out, and we're going to cut it in half because it's going to go in the foil. Each side will actually end up in the foil, and then it'll sit in this pan, and it'll sit on the grill like that. So I'm going to put the pan over there until we need it further, but I've pre-cut 8 pieces of this so that we've got enough to wrap it completely into the foil, because it's going to stay in the foil for the first hour and a half or so on the grill. So let's go ahead and get to this. This is a little bit messy, that's why we're outside. I will be using the hose to it when I get done. I got my shears, and let's go at it. Now what we have to do is we want to drain it as much as possible so we can cut it. The idea of taking it out the night before, we want it to drain. The turkey is all the way together at this point. What is about to happen is we want to make sure that we cut this perfectly down the center so that we have 2 equal halves. Let's find the center bone. We're going to cut right down the middle. Like that. You're cutting through the breastbone. There we go. Okay, then we're going to turn it this way. This is probably the hardest part of this, is cutting this thing in half. Completely through it now. There we go. There we go. Whew. Now what we can do is fillet this bad boy. Get all this middle junk out of his throat. Then what we're going to do, turn up this. Get out of here, Cooper. All of that stuff we're not going to need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut through the backbone. Okay. Turn it around. Almost all the way through this bad boy. think for Christmas I'm going to get myself some big, big knives. This thing is just not cutting it. I think I would have a big knife. But I don't. There we have it. All the way through. Except for that piece of skin, and we want to keep the skin on. It's part of what keeps it moist. Completed. We are going to begin to wrap this. Before we wrap it, I want to put a few things in there. So we're going to strain all of this because we're going to use this for our finishing glaze. And so we're going to put some of this in here. Hopefully we'll get some of that good garlic out of there. Some of that onion. See, we got some onion here, some garlic, and I'm just going to stick it right there. I'm going to make sure that it's completely wrapped. It's going to stay wrapped while it's on the grill. For the first hour and a half. You need to use heavy-duty foil. Right. So what we want to do is we want to get it completely wrapped so we keep all of the moisture inside of it. That side is done. All right, so now we're foil wrapping the other side. This is a messy job, but man, is it good. When this is done, people go crazy. It's that good. Press it down. And now we have probably another two. And folks, there you have it. Side one and side two. There you have it. That is the turkey. And it is a big one. She's weighing in at about 22 pounds. But I'll show you that tomorrow. Marinate off and grill responsibly. Happy Thanksgiving, and hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving as much as I will, and hope you guys have a great rest of the year. Talk to you soon.
This is America.